Kantara, A Legend, Chapter 1. I'm really glad I got the time to see this. Hello there, namaste. So I just finished Chapter 1, A Legend, Kantara, and absolutely spectacular, absolutely phenomenal. I do have issues with it, however. I'll just get the issues out of the way first. The Marvel humor in it, it is funny watching it like one time through. However, on a repeat watch, it won't hit as hard and it won't be as funny. When you already have a tribal village people going to the city and seeing things that aren't done the same way, like you could have jokes about how they're doing aged wine. You could easily have jokes about that kinds of things, the horses, any kind of things that are new to them. You could have jokes with that. But when you force like that Marvel humor into something that feels like it should be more serious, like the first film, because during that first possession, it didn't feel as real to me because I think I was so used to the weird Marvel comedy that when it went to that, it just didn't work for me. I was doing a watch along and I was admitting to that because it just didn't feel the same as when he was possessed in Kantara. However, other than that, this film is absolutely amazing because I can normally predict films where they're going. This one, I was off the mark. I mean, I had feelings for where it was going because they mentioned something in the beginning with a child that's sick, and then it goes nowhere with that, and I was just like, okay. So it just I forgot it. I forgot it until the very end of the film where they brought it back, and I'm like, oh, okay, now this is all making sense. And I absolutely enjoy it because it's about someone trying to steal the power of the divine, and you're trying to take something from a petty god, a small little deity, not something that's great and divine as like a true god. And I love how it went about it because if you steal power from one, you're trying to take it from them all. I love this film. It's probably the best depiction of the divine that I've actually ever watched because it starts from like the a smaller god, a smaller deity like a demigod, and then it branches out, branches out, branches out, and I absolutely loved it because at the very end of the film, when everything happens, it's just immediate, absolutely immediate. And it is amazing. And it has its funny moments too, because you can't have a man harm a woman. It's just, if you've seen the film, you know it. This film is absolutely amazing. Again, the only problem with it is if you're going to rewatch it, the comedy won't be as great. Sure, you'll probably get a laugh, but watching something like this, which can be very dark, which can be very, which holds references to the divine and all this stuff, it feels kind of disrespectful when you force in this comedy. And it's like four people died after the making of the film. And it's just like, well, it makes sense if you're trying to get permission to do something to show respect. And then you throw in a bunch of Marvel Universe jokes. It does kind of feel bad. It kind of feels forced. However, I loved this film. I absolutely loved it. I could go back and rewatch those scenes all over again. Again, I wish they would have just removed the jokes, but then again, if you remove the jokes, that'd be like 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes of the film removed. And it's only like 2 hours and 40 minutes long. So then it would be like a normal Hollywood film where it's like 2 hours and 10, 2 hours and 20. But I absolutely loved this film. Yes, it had that one flaw, but I'm one of those people who will focus on one flaw and be like, oh, if it didn't have it, it would have been perfect. Because everything else is so amazingly well done. Everything else. And that's the thing that bothers me because when you have everything that's perfect, one thing that stands out becomes a massive issue. But in the end, this was perfect because I had no clue going into it what this was going to be about. Because I saw the trailer and I was like, I have no clue what this is. It already had hype from when I watched the movie. I was like, yeah, that was pretty amazing. I didn't expect it to be this good. I'll be honest. I didn't expect to be this amazed at the very end. I was thinking, okay, there's going to be something that's going to happen. Well, this is chapter one. They're going to end it like this. They're going to end it on a bad note. So that way we get to chapter two and then it's going to show us. No, no, I absolutely love it. I did not see it coming. I did not see it coming. And it was very powerful. Absolutely powerful. However, one thing I know, I would never offer my spirit to my body up to a spirit, a divine or anything. It's my body. My body. Yeah, but the film is kind of similar to the first one where someone's just wanting to do another land grab. You have the king who rules the land who wants to take Kantara for himself, goes in, loses his father, ends up retreating, making an empire, having a son and a daughter, and then his son, he gives him the throne, and his son does the same exact thing his grandfather did, because his grandfather died in Kantara, and he goes in and dies there, and he goes in, and then it's just like it's like history repeating itself. So I was like, where's this gonna go? Because they mentioned like a tribe of mystics that live there in the jungles as well. They mentioned so much, and I'm just like, what is it gonna do? There's so many random strings everywhere, but at the very end, everything kind of ties in so quickly, and it's so abruptly ended as well. Like that's something I can't praise enough, because when it comes to the divine, having it be like a long-winded battle would be absolutely stupid. So I like how they did it. As soon as it got to that point, it is done. The whole film is done, and it is just absolutely powerful moment. Yeah, I definitely need to see this film again. I'll skip through the jokes, but I definitely need to see this film again. It is phenomenal. Thank y'all for watching. Talk to you next time. Doodles.
You guys got a video? So bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait, wait,